Hello, lifestyle business builders. Holy guacamole! What a start to term 3 here in the Lifestyle Business Builder program. Now, we've gone into 7 days now here in Adelaide of lockdown, which means tomorrow's 2-day Speakers Masterclass is being postponed. My team have just come in and got all their stuff to set up at home so everyone can do work from home for the next week. And I want to come to you with a couple of announcements as well as some valuable tips around how you can continue to position yourself as the go-to in your niche. Because really, when you are, you don't have to hunt down and chase clients. Clients will hunt down and chase you. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath. If you are freaking out about the COVID shutdowns and the way the world is changing right before our eyes on a day-to-day basis, and just encourage yourself to keep your eye on the prize, your eye on the end goal. I also want to say thank you for those of you that are tuning in live. This is awesome. We have a new time slot. From now on, it's going to be 4:30 each Tuesday night. Although next Tuesday there might be a slight hiccup because I did have a coaching session with Marianne Bennett already booked in, so I'll just schedule that around. So let's talk about you becoming the go-to coach or consultant in your niche. Imagine if clients were knocking on your door. Imagine if after you ran an event or a webinar or a workshop, clients were following you up rather than you having to follow them up, saying, hey, I really want to join your program, or I really want to take you up on that offer. This is what I want for all of you, because when you get to that space, everything else takes care of itself, and it's a really nice place to be. So what I wanted to do is talk to you about a couple of go-to experts that I've observed in the marketplace recently. Now, these aren't coaches as such, and they're not playing in the same marketplace as we are, but they've got interesting lifestyle businesses and really nice business models where they've built themselves a beautiful little brand and business that can do incredibly well. And they fill up, and in some cases you can't even they are not even taking on new clients because they are so fully booked. So I'm just going to share with you my phone. Now, I don't like the way this has come up. I need to see, there's a secret to how we do this, and that is not it. What was the secret? Oh, it's down here. It's here. Jody, picture in picture. Select all. No, we don't want that. Swap cameras. No, we don't want that. It should be that. Yeah, okay. So we can close that, close that, close that, and now we should be able to, yay, open that. Sorry. I just wanted to bring up my phone, and I'm going to first talk about a lady who I've come to know reasonably well. She's been in our community. A lot of you in our community know her. Her name's Annalise. And she has a beautiful little business called The Lunch Lady. And what I love about this business and the way Annalise markets herself is she pretty much sells out every single time she does any catering. So here's her business model. Annalise is a caterer. She's a beautiful chef. She loves healthy whole foods. And she's got a business called The Lunch Lady. She can do catering. She's going to cater my partner Jason's 40th, if we're allowed to still have a party. And anyway, once a fortnight, she cooks up a feast. She goes to her Facebook page, which you can see here, which is called The Lunch Lady, and she does a post and says, the menu's up. Here's what I'm doing. This isn't one of those posts, actually. I'm going to look for the one. New menu up. Brr, da, da, da. She talks about it. These are all the things, and then she has the prices of what you can do. Comment below if you want it. And then people below comment, yes, put me down for this much, put me down for that much. And then usually within 24 hours, her menu is sold out. So have a think about that. If you run events, we'll just take the phone out the way for a moment. if you have a set number or a limited number of coaching slots that you could make available, scarcity and regular announcements of the place is up now, we've got limited spots, let me know if you want one, can be a really great way to become the go-to in your space. My hairdresser, Rachel, runs a salon from home, and she'll often put on her social media the appointments I have left for this month. She'll put the schedules in, comment below if you want one of these. And it's a reminder to her community to go, oh my God, yes, give me your thanks for the reminder. I need to grab that 12 o'clock on a Tuesday. So that's the first way that you can become the go-to in your niche, is just letting people know what slots do you have available and when. And maybe once a month you make an announcement where you go, here's what's coming up and here's what's on offer. So that's one strategy. Let me share with you another strategy. So I'm going to go to my Instagram now, and there's a cool chick called Samantha Ruby. So Samantha Ruby is a makeup artist. She's actually coming to the Brain Body Business Retreats this year to do some makeup tutorials and to give everyone a makeover for their big photo shoot, which is super exciting. She's probably Adelaide's most booked makeup artist. Getting in with her is not easy. She is the most gorgeous girl. She's about 22, maybe 23 years old. She started her business when she was 16 years old. So what Samantha does, true of her generation, is she just shares lots of photos of the gorgeous women that she does makeup on, and every now and then she'll do a little tutorial. And so that's her, and she says herself she hardly does much on social media, but she also tags and partners up with other businesses that speak to the same demographic. So there's a couple of hairdressing salons that she'll often tag, and they'll often tag her. So she does a lot of collaboration with businesses that are in her same target audience. One of those is actually the chick from Yachts Hair that's doing all this beautiful hair. And her business name, well, she works for Yachts Hair, but her social media name is Balayage with Isabella, I think. Or let me just go to my text from Sam. And I'm just bringing up the Isabella, Balayage by Isabella. So that's the Instagram. Now Isabella is so booked out, you can't even get in to see her. Balayage by Isabella. Here we go. Social media, 5,492 followings. Now, all she does is every time someone comes and gets their hair done by her, she shares photos of the beautiful results. This is called results-based marketing. Oh, hello. I've got some people saying hi. Hey, Marty. Great to see you here. Hey, Suzanne. How are you? Thanks for joining us. I'm sure I'm supposed to know this, but how do you show your Insta Live on your screen like that? Great question. So the way I do it, and no, you're not supposed to know this because I forget myself actually, and I have to remind myself how to do it. So I've got my phone here. It's plugged into my laptop, but I'm using a program called Ecamm Live, and I can bring in different cameras and different screens and settings and stuff like that, all through Ecamm Live. Now, Ecamm Live only works with Macs, Apple Mac, but there are other similar type ones. One's called BeLive if you're not a Mac user. So hopefully that explains it. Hi, Anne. How are you? I'm glad you like your prize. Ta-da. So I rang up because Samantha told me you got to go get your hair done by Isabella at Yachts Hairdressing. I had a look. She said, follow Balayage by Isabella. You'll see it. And I went, yeah, I totally want hair like this girl. She does a lot of videos. I don't necessarily want hair like that girl. I'll show you how I want my hair. Where is she? This girl. I want this girl's hair. That one. So I rang up and I tried to book in. And they said, you can't get in with Isabella. She's not taking on any more clients. And so then another one of my friends said, you should go to Belle Pipsqueak. Same thing. Go to expert in her industry, word of mouth. People say if you want to change your hair colour, this is the go-to. Can't get in. Fully booked with clients. There's a wait list. So what are they doing that you could do to become the go-to expert? It's results-based marketing. Now, I know you're not hairdressers, and I know you're thinking, well, I'm not having beautiful photos of hair and I don't even use Instagram. That's not my point here. My point is, whatever platform you are on, you must be continuously sharing the results that you can deliver to people. And you must be making it easy for people to know how they can book in. So let people know what you do. Shout out from the rooftops every time someone gets an epic result. Even do it in subtle ways. I do it very conversationally. Like just this morning, for example, I jumped into our free group. I gave Anne a prize, so I'm letting her know that she's done an epic job. I'm reminding everyone in there that a really good thing to do in this free group is to play along, because we often give away random prizes and surprise people just for showing up and doing good stuff. We reward action takers. And I also dropped in some news about Suzanne Ingleton, who's one of our clients, who just went and saw her accountant yesterday. She started building her business with us only 18 months ago. The accountant says, you have a business that can now be sold for a pretty tidy sum, and because of the stage of your life that you're in, it's probably going to be tax-free. So I just dropped these little ideas, and Suzanne was a guest on our podcast. That's how I dropped it into the conversation. I let people know we've got a podcast coming soon, and yesterday I interviewed Suzanne, and here's some amazing information about what's happening. So this is the way you want to start speaking to your community. Annalise, the lunch lady, does this beautifully, where she just announces to all of her followers, the menu's up, here's what's on offer, here's how much it costs, let me know who wants what. And then when it's sold out, she just says, protein balls sold out, muffins sold out, gnocchi sold out, and it creates this beautiful sense of urgency. So that's that tip. If you have any questions, let me know. Yes, I'm now on a Mac, says Suzanne Murphy. Highly recommend getting Ecamm. It's a fantastic software program. There was another one actually that I was recommended that's free. I'm just looking at my notes because I had a tech guru come in and sort out all of our technology problems. And he said OBS. I'll double check this for you, Suzanne, and everyone else. If you want a software that does similar stuff to Ecamm to broadcast out live and share your screen that is free, I hadn't heard of this before, but I think it's called OBS, but I will double check that. I'm looking at my dodgy notes. So that's that. I also wanted to share I'll post a link into LBB Guide 1 in a tick, Suzanne Murphy. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you, Marty, if you could do that. Definitely, I love Ecamm, and we'll check out OBS. Marty, is that a platform or not? Maybe Marty can have a Google while I'm doing the Top Tip Tuesday about that. Yes, see, we got a bloody good friendly techie on board. OBS is free and good, just takes a little while to learn. Yes, that's actually a good point, Marty. Thank you for reminding me. So he did say OBS is free, but it's not user friendly. because it's a bit more complex than Ecamm. So I prefer to pay the $150 a year or whatever it is to have pain-free, because I don't want to muck around with learning. But apparently OBS is great, and most gamers use OBS for live streaming and doing all sorts of cool tricks and screen sharing. Anyway, that's that. So let's talk about 2 more tips for you for this week in business. Well, really, we've had 1 tip, eye on the prize. Don't get caught up in the craziness that's going on in the world. And find the silver lining. That's my first tip for you. Hopefully, it's not impacting you too massively. And if it is, do feel free to reach out. But for us in the coaching industry, online can be a really wonderful space to scale. COVID helped our business grow, not shrink. Suzanne says, yes, I need to show my clients a whiteboard screen while on Zoom, and I'm feeling quite clunky with it. If you have any tips for Zoom meetings, how to have client add post-it notes. Damn lockdown. I know, I feel you. So Suzanne, my favorite for whiteboarding on Zoom is my iPad and the app called Notability. So in Notability, you can share your screen and you can literally draw things out, and you might have seen me do that on the Zoom. So that app is Notability, and it's got a little, I was going to see if I could bring up the icon for you. I might have it on my phone, so you can see what it looks like. Note. That's the app. Oops, let's go back to the cover of it. But see that little blue pencil, Notability? That's the one that you want. You don't need an iPad Pro, apparently, for Notability to work. I think any iPad with an iPad pencil, and you can join Zoom with that, and you can draw, and I find that totally awesome. I absolutely love it. So there's another top tip. Be the expert, show up to your community, let them know what you're doing, the results, all that. Also, I wanted to share with you something I did on the weekend that has really, really helped me. In fact, there's 2 things. One of them's very basic, and you might be good at this, but if you have a full inbox that feels like a heavy cloud, and every time you go into your email to open your inbox, you go, I've got so much to do. I had 2 emails with about 3,000 emails in them. So I've got 2 email accounts, over 3,000 in them, and it's just like, this is getting way out of hand. So over the weekend, I committed to just getting them right back to 0. Now I'm not at 0 yet, but I'm under 30, from 3,000 to under 30 in both. How did I do it the quickest way? Organize your emails to from, and then what you'll find is when they're organized in the who they're from, you can select all the emails from one particular person, which you might have 500 of, highlight them all, delete at once. This is basic stuff, I know, but sometimes we need a reminder to do these hygiene things to keep the burden of overwhelm off of our shoulders. The other thing that I've been doing diligently all weekend is every time a new email comes in, if I don't want to keep seeing that, I'm unsubscribing, knowing that any time in the future, I can resubscribe when it's relevant. So, hot tip, if you feel mildly overwhelmed or burdened by too many emails, delete and get down to seeing some white space between your emails and then the rest of the screen. It is so rewarding. It actually feels like a life-changing experience. Well, it certainly was for me. And unsubscribe to whatever you don't need. And then the third, or this is really the 4th tip that I want to give you, is I went to a retreat, a 1-day retreat on Sunday called Rest and Restore. Now, it was run by one of my clients called Mandy Price. She's not in the Lifestyle Business Builder, but she was in 7 Steps to 6 Figures. And we've been working with her. Marty and I have built her lead generation machine. Great news, Marty. I met some wonderful people at her retreat, And a lot of her bookings have just been coming from people finding her online, which is good. And now that she has that funnel, she'll be able to attach that to her website and start really nurturing all the people that are finding her online. So anyway, Sunday, I went along with my mum to the Rest and Restore retreat, and it was yoga and meditation and the 5 ancient salves that Mandy teaches to help women really avoid burnout or restore themselves from having adrenal fatigue or burning out. And it was a really beautiful day. And in it, I had a couple of light bulb moments, and I was thinking about, Freedom Fest and all this stuff that's going on with COVID, and what do we have to do to pull everything off, and how am I going to get my whole team trained up to where they need to be and still make enough money to pay all their wages, and all of this stuff goes through my mind. And through the Rest and Restore retreat, I remembered where all the magic had happened in my life before. What are the things that have allowed me to achieve my impossible goals to date? And it is the simplest things. It is a morning ritual of yoga, meditation, and journaling. Yoga, meditation, and journaling. We did those 3 things at the Rest and Restore retreat, and they reminded me of the magic that came out of me the last time I committed to doing those things every single day. And so here's the beautiful thing. My light bulb moment from this retreat was really, you can't outsource everything. Jody, if you want to lead a movement, if you're going to lead the freedom movement, you need to speak to the community, and you need to show up and be the voice and run events and really connect to the passion and the purpose and the meaning behind why you're even doing it in the first place. Because trust me, Freedom Fest is not a money-making exercise for me. Freedom Fest is a movement to say, you know what, we need to change the way we work and live, because cool things are possible for all of us, and too many people are stressed and burning out. And so I really realized, you know what, I've got to be the voice of that. I can't outsource all of those things. I need to be connected to my mission. That's what I keep telling everybody. Why am I not doing it myself? Well, I am to a degree, but I'm not in all ways, because what I'm trying to do is just outsource everything to the team now. So anyway, here's the best part. Just 24 hours in, me meditating, journaling, so I only did 2 sessions, the Rest and Restore and then the next day, and the answers started to come to me. Here's an opportunity. Here's an idea. That could totally work. And the reason I wanted to share this with you is because the answers that started to come to me were big and bold and exciting and audacious. And the little part of me that's human like us all, that wants to play it safe, thinks, but could we really do that? And is that even possible? Lucky for me, I know how to flick that voice off before it's even really grown any roots. It's like, get off of me. No, this is where the magic happens, Jody. Believe in the impossible goals. Connect to the big, grand ideas. And so if you are feeling stuck or like you're lacking inspiration and you don't know what to do, please find the rituals that unlock your connection to source. I know this sounds a bit woo-woo for me, but I honestly believe that every one of us has magic in us. And what I mean by magic is it's the ability to do stuff beyond what we currently believe is possible. And here's the thing, most of us have a fairly limited view of what's possible. All of you, when you start working with me, go through the coach's calculator and look at numbers and have smaller numbers than what you end up with when you follow the steps. And so when we actually start to get to a point where we connect to our own magic, not only do we do the things that are impossible, we start to pursue things that were beyond our wildest dreams before we even started. So Anne saying morning ritual. Yes, I need to get back to that as well. Thanks for the reminder. You know what? It's so powerful, Anne. And here's what happened on Monday, because I meet Mary from my beach walk every Monday. Come rain, hail or shine, Mary and I are down at the beach 8 o'clock walking from Glenelg to Brighton and back. And Buddy comes along now, the little puppy. And it's beautiful. But I wanted to get in some yoga and some meditation and journaling before I met Mary, because then after that I went into the city. I had some guests to do some podcasting with, and I don't know, had some other stuff to do. I can't even remember what it was. So all I did was I did 5 minutes of yoga, and I sat for 5 minutes and meditated, and I quickly journaled down some stuff, and some great ideas came to me. So it was a 15-minute practice, well, probably a 13-minute practice. But then other mornings when I have more time, it might be an hour practice, 30 minutes of yoga and 20 minutes of meditation and 10 minutes of journaling, which is what I used to do every morning. So don't worry about committing for a long time. Tiny habits can grow into big things. If journaling, meditation and yoga are not your trio, then work out what is. Maybe it's a walk in nature. That was really a big trigger for me at Mandy's Rest and Restore. We had to go and spend 20 minutes walking around the gardens and just observing and connecting to nature in silence. And that's where I had my light bulb moments of like, you know what, I'm disconnected. This is my big problem. So it was a very, very enlightening and enlivening weekend. Cleared out the emails, reconnected with vigor and enthusiasm to the Freedom Fest movement, and realised, you know what, if I want this thing to fly, I need to be at the helm as the leader, not outsource every bloody piece of it. Because we had some quotes from some event managers to step in and do it for us, and it was ridiculous. The prices were like 40 grand, and you just go, no friggin' way am I paying you $40,000 to do something that I can do quite easily if I just pull my finger out my backside. So that's today's rant and rave for Top Tip Tuesday. I hope you like our new time slot. I hope you can find some positive and productive ways to use the next 7 days if you are in lockdown, or if you're in Sydney or Melbourne, however much longer you are in lockdown for. And enjoy leading your movement and being the go-to in your niche. Thank you very much. Suzanne says, I've been so focused on my clients, I've been disconnected to my ideas for growth, and this is me dialing back into my ideas. Aha! You are my ritual. Well, Suzanne, I'm so glad that of all the days that you decided to dial back in, today was the day, because I know exactly what it feels like to be disconnected when we're fully booked. It's so easy. That's literally what happened to me with all this work that we've had with clients and the grant work. I'm like, I ain't got time to freaking breathe and even do a webinar. So now that that's done and we're really on the other side of it, I feel really excited about reconnecting in a simpler and bolder way. Other exciting news that I'll share with you next top tip is the Lifestyle Business Builder program is getting an extreme makeover, rebrand, remodel, reproduce all of the content. And because you're already members, boom, you get the upgrade for free. Yay! So this is going to become a $20,000 program for the private level, $10,000 for the mastermind level. All of the stuff's rebranding to become the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs Academy. The way we launch it, the way we deliver it, all being upgraded and improved. And you get it all because you're already in the community, and our promise to you is you never get kicked out. So yay for you. That's some exciting news as well. All right. Thanks so much, Jodes. Thanks so much, Anne. Thanks so much, Marty, and everyone else who tuned in live to watch. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, wherever the subscribe button is, somewhere up there. And every Tuesday, you can get great tips to help you build the business of your dreams and create a life where you feel free. See you next time. Bye-bye.